Three, two, one.
I got it now.
Okay. So yeah, the Yankees are not quite the best team in baseball.
Well, I mean, the
Not-
Phillies
not-
are on a fucking tear.
Well, they
so.
have the same record,
Yeah.
and the Yankees like to win like 8, 9 games in a row, and then lose 2 back to back,
Yeah.
and then go on another 6-game run. Fucking assholes. I'm kidding. They actually looked really good. Last month they had the pitcher of the month and the
Was it Soto?
Batter?
Was Soto the offensive player of the month?
yeah. Exactly. And I can't remember the kid's name because he came out of nowhere.
Oh, what, your pitcher?
Yeah. But yeah, Soto's hurt.
Of course.
Well, I mean, yeah, right. I sent that to you, but they said he should be in the lineup today, Monday.
No, but I mean, that's the modern day Yankees. Like,
Facts.
I mean, at least it's not like a broken toe from hitting it on the lip of the outfield.
It's like his. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like his forearm.
Yeah, from hitting so many home runs.
Right. And gunning people out at home plate. That's what it is. My arm hurts
That's fair,
just watching
yeah.
him. Anyway, I don't know if you saw the clip. I'm going to go quick tangent here. I don't know if you saw the clip, but Grisham, the guy that took Soto's place over the weekend,
Yeah.
came to the plate yesterday with a guy on first and third, Yankees down a run, and the crowd was chanting, "We want Soto." And so they showed Soto on the, and he's, kind of giggling. The next pitch, dude took a yard, like hit it 800 feet.
Ooh, good for him.
Yep.
I mean,
And a 3-run blast at that to take the lead.
yeah.
And then avoid the sweep.
I mean,
at
did
home.
he at least give one of like the well? Look
No,
at
he
that.
did it like a pro. He
Yeah.
just dropped the bat, ran the bases like he should.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm
What?
not expecting him to like scream like "fuck you" to the crowd,
Or
but-
like do the
Yeah.
Argentina goalie, like, look at my balls. Yeah. No, he's not going to do any of that. He hit his home run, trotted the bases. Have a nice day.
well,
I'd have hit home plate, done that.
yeah, or just been, I don't know, maybe like point at Soto in the dugout or something like that.
Yeah, and I
like-
didn't see the after thing to see if Soto was the first person.
I'm
to
sure
do
he
it.
was,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
me too. Of course he was. Sorry, I had to go on that.
No, that's what this is for.
But that's the Yankees this year. But just wait. We are, what did I say? 20 days from July,
yeah.
something's going to happen.
Well, I mean, I'm already. I actually have notes this
Dude,
week because
The Cards were up to third
and now we're in dead last in the
because they
second.
went 4-6.
Right. So we swept the Orioles.
Yeah, I don't know how that. And when you did that, we've been in first place ever since.
Right. You're welcome.
Thanks.
And
And I still think we're 3 games up on them.
yeah, we're like 3 or 4 last time I checked. I think.
Well, because we lost 2.
Or I might be getting y'all confused with the NL East too, but the
It's 3-ish.
yeah. But so we sweep the Orioles. We took a 2-game or swept the Cubs in a 2-game series.
Mm-hmm.
Took the series win against the Reds, and then, I mean, granted, so we lost the series against the Phillies. We 1 out of 3. Like, okay, that's to be expected.
In Philadelphia,
No, I think it was at home, but it's still the Phillies.
we just lost to the Dodgers. 2 out of 3 at home.
But then we dropped the series to the Astros, and then we just split the series with the Rockies, that was embarrassing, and it's just. Let's just say it's
One
so
step forward, 2 steps back.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's as soon as they put
I know
together
that
a
dance.
good string, then everybody gets back on their
Hey,
side.
heard about them Cats?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. See, look. the
Season's
pitching-
turned around.
Yeah, there
And
it
then,
is. We didn't even have to do anything.
And then they go right back to shitting the bed, like not hitting I mean, there's problems with the starting pitching now. The bullpen is the only highlight, but it's so bad.
Hey, man, if you get hitting going, then
right, exactly.
hitting with a bullpen, you will win more games than you lose.
Well, and I mean, obviously that helps out your starters, but at the very least, like at least I don't want to say. Well, again,
yeah, say it.
Cardinal Nation.
Yeah, that's it.
Is actually like kind of stepping up on it. Like their game on Saturday was the smallest attendance the third Busch Stadium has ever had on a Saturday. It was 34,000.
Day game.
Yeah, day game on a Saturday, and again it's it's about 42, 44 if you get all the standing rooms sold out. But they had 34,000, which is like, again,
how hot was it?
It's St. Louis. It doesn't matter. Like if the fans feel like, even in tough times, like if the fans feel that the organization is still doing the right things, like again, I went to
Yankees fans do the
I went to
same thing.
games in Busch too, which was. Like the old, it was deep in the ground, walled in all the way around.
It was like
it was a fucking hot box.
It was
like
a Dutch oven.
Yeah, it was 114 on the field.
Yep.
And we'd sit in there, and this is in the early 90s, the Joe Torre years. It would still be close to sold out.
Thanks, Joe Torre.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't his fault. It was an organizational problem.
Hey, man, again, thanks.
But
thank you for him.
Oh, yeah. Again, you're welcome. And I don't know. I sit there and I go, like, that's what I get for being slightly positive last week and talking about the Cardinals. But then honestly speaking, it's just, I hate it for some of the players, but I don't feel.
So the
like,
big question is,
the team is just trash right now.
I went through a few years. A few years of that, and it's just depressing.
Well, I'm not. It's not like I'm not losing sleep over it, but
like I am with the Rangers, not the Texas Rangers, people. The ones from New York.
But it's just that thing of like, again, just that you see it, like you can see it happening, and where it's like, all of a sudden it's like V for Vendetta, like you see the dominoes falling and going like. I don't see where the recovery happens.
Farm
for
system's
this,
good though, right?
For down in Double-A, but
you don't have any high end talent like ready. Hey man, your management says it's there.
Well, because like most of those people are back in Triple-A because when they brought them up, they didn't give them enough guidance.
Yeah, you were saying that, or
they fucked them up and they got to send them back down to have the guys in Memphis fix everything.
Yeah, okay.
And then you kind of want to go, like, if those are the guys that are correcting these problems, why don't you just fire the whole current staff and then promote the AAA staff?
Or just flip them.
Right. Ooh, even better.
You get relegated.
Yeah. Like, we're sending the manager down, and we're calling the other manager up.
I need the new manager, the lefty.
So, I don't, it's just... But I was gonna say like the part that where they're at that is so frustrating is like when they put together a stretch like they did with the Orioles and the Cubs and the Reds. That
then those are
like people,
good teams.
The fan base starts going like, okay, maybe that's the turnaround we've been looking for, and then all of a sudden people, and again it's still at a spot in the season where. The NL Central's nobody's running away with it.
Well, here's what I was just about to say. How are the?
I mean, like most of baseball.
So
most of baseball is like fucking terrible right now. Like
that's what I was just about to say. So
everybody's like below 500.
They have the Reds in second place at 6.5 games back.
Yeah.
The Cubs and Cards are also 6.5 games back. The Pirates are 7.
Yeah.
But they have them in third place.
Right.
Why?
It's probably games played, right?
Doesn't matter.
But
it's all about the loss column.
Yeah,
nothing else matters. The loss column.
Right.
Speaking of, the Yankees are 25 games over 500.
Yeah. And it's like you guys, like the Phillies, but even the Marlins in the West. I mean,
the Dodgers. They're not 20 games over 500.
No, but I mean, like. In most divisions, like after the second place team, like every other team
actually,
is
that
like
was the Phillies,
sub 500.
We're 26 games over 500. Wow.
So that's the other interesting part when you look at everything.
I didn't realize the Guardians were going to be as good as they are. Or is that just the rest of the division is trash?
Well, I mean, that's the question that you have to. I mean, to me, the interesting story out of the NL Central is the Brewers, in that everybody picked the Brewers as being really. Now, granted, we're not even halfway through the season, so
No, I checked today. We're 60-something games in. Yeah.
So but like the Brewers, at least right now, are showing that if you have the right system in place, if the organization has the right system in place, you can lose your near Cy Young caliber pitcher in Corbin Burns. You can send off your manager who was doing really well for you all, send him off to the Cubs, and you don't lose a step in the division.
No, that's how it should be.
Right. That's what the Cardinals used to have. That's what the Cubs had
who else
under
does
Theo
that?
Epstein.
Real Madrid.
Right. I mean, systems. And again, that's what while your boy Steinbrenner was on suspension, that's what they set up in New York. They set up the system by which you can funnel everything through and make those changes and pieces.
Which is how we ended up with our core group.
Right. I mean, Atlanta's been doing that for stretches forever.
Houston's been doing it now, and now the Rangers have been doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, Phillies
bring the kids up, add those superstars.
Phillies in that system too now. Like they finally got that settled and calmed down to where you can, Bryce Harper could get injured, but they're still going to perform at a similar level.
Correct.
I mean, although like the Braves kind of show like even though, Acuna Jr. is just that once in a lifetime kind of talent.
Yes.
But with everybody, another example of a non-system type team are like the Angels, right? You bring in superstars, but because the system's not there, it doesn't fucking mean anything.
No.
And you've just wasted Mike Trout's whole career.
Yeah, at least, was smart enough to get out. Well, probably because his boy was gambling and kind of saw the figures and the trajectory of his career. And was like, bro, you got to get out.
Yeah.
I'll take the bullet for you. I'm still convinced that Shotani.
At least it wasn't egregious enough that he got banned like the other guys did.
Right.
Which is,
Fagioli got banned, and now he's playing on the national team for Italy.
There you go.
The kid is so good. I missed him this year. He is so good. There are so few teams, like the Rangers are under 500.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they're only 5 games out of first.
Right.
Everyone in your division is 6.5 back.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not over with, but I'm of the mindset right now is that I don't want to make a wild card spot. I don't want the organization to walk away with
3 years.
Well, this season was a win because we made the playoffs.
You made the run 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Was it 3 years ago?
No, it was 3 years ago.
Right, because last year you didn't make the playoffs?
No, so our 3 years. Yeah, since we've had, we got the first year on under Marmel's contract. We won the division.
Right, but didn't you make it to the NLCS at one point in the past 4 years?
No,
I could have sworn y'all did.
Mm-mm. No, we've been knocked out in the first round. We haven't made it that far since Matheny was manager.
Seriously?
Yeah. But she'll got that the 19 game win streak, which we were kind of poo before that, and then that carried us into the playoffs. Got knocked out first round. I think the Braves knocked us out that year, and then or that might have been the Nationals. But I mean, either way, there's
Dodgers have knocked you out.
Exactly. It's almost become the thing. When we made the playoffs, the team that beat us went on to win the World Series.
Yeah.
Whether it was